If you're into Asian-inspired food, I think you'll really like this recipe. It's a lo mein noodle stir fry. I love Asian food. This is kind of what I created for myself, so let's check it out. All right, so I'm using red bell pepper, green bell pepper, onions, and portobello mushrooms I cut up into steak-sized bites. They're my lo mein noodles, and these are just some of the seasonings and ingredients that I use to add that flavor. All right, so I'm using a stir-fry oil. It's infused with a little bit of a garlic to give it a nice flavor. All right, so we're going to go ahead and saute up all these mushrooms. And I'm going to use a steak seasoning, and that kind of gives it somewhat of a meaty taste. Even though we're not using meat, it's all vegetables. But hey, I'm just trying to get that taste in there. Go ahead and mix that up really, really good. You want it to have this kind of a texture to it that kind of gives it more of a chewy texture. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and saute up all of those peppers and onions. And the goal is to get these peppers, onions soft enough to where they're close to the texture and flimsiness of those noodles. So we don't want crunchy peppers. And I'm using the top to kind of create and build up some steam to soften those up. And then as it's going to be cooking, I'm going to kind of cook a lot of that moisture out of it. So there it is. I'm using some salt and pepper, a little bit of a garlic to go ahead and season it with. Go ahead and give it a mix. Then I'll just put the top back on just to kind of build up that steam again to soften those peppers and onions. And now I'm going to go ahead and cook it to where all that moisture is getting cooked out of it, as you can see here. All right, so this is the seasoning sauce. I'm using some liquid aminos, about a half a cup. Just a splash of ginger. It's really strong. Red peppers, love that heat. Put as much as you like in there. I put quite a bit in there. And I used a little bit of agave. It helps with a little bit of a sweet taste, but you don't really taste it. But I didn't want to use regular sugar, so I used agave. And a little bit of rice vinegar. And yep, go ahead and get it in a mix. And then kind of taste test it. Always taste test it. You never know. All right, so these are the lo mein noodles I use. One ingredient that was in